Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're lucky enough to be featuring yet again another Sinn, and yes, this has come courtesy of my friend Ryan over at Francis Gaye of Coventry. Now they're my local Sinn dealer and they've got a really good selection of Sinns amongst other brands, I have to say. And so if you're in the Midlands, pop on over. Say you've seen, seen when I watched some of my video and see what they've got to, got to offer. They do a whole host of other brands as well. If you're based further afield but still in the UK, give them a call. I dare say there's a deal to be had, and they will get the watch out to you. Now, this one is a rather elegant but yet sporty Sinn. This is part of the 910 range, and this one is the SRS Flyback Chrono. And just look at it. I think that is a really handsome looking watch. Now, the actual dimensions of this watch are 41.5 millimeters. The thickness is, surprisingly, it's 15 mil, but it really doesn't wear like that. It wears a lot thinner than what the numbers suggest. I think it could be because the lugs are maybe a little bit high and it hides a lot of that thickness. Now, the lug to lug, so that's that point to that point, the longest part of the watch, is 47 mil, so still quite compact. And the strap width on this is a 22 millimeter. Now, I should point out, you can get this watch not only on this black strap, but Sinn also do it on a brown strap, and there is also the fine link bracelet. Now, I'm not sure which I'd go for personally. I do like the fine link, but I just think somehow white with too much collar polished steel sometimes can look a bit cold. I tried it earlier on a John Keeler strap I have, and I was blown away. I thought it actually looked really good on this kind of rugged rustic style brown. So that's the one good thing with straps. You can obviously change the look of the watch however you wish. Now, just simply looking at that dial, it oozes class, I think. Now, I love the way you have these syringe hands which are black, and you have the corresponding black hour markers around there which have been applied. You also then have this tachymeter going around the outside there. But one of the star features, I think, is that Sinn logo in black. I think it looks really handsome on that dial. Now, you do have subdials here, and these top and bottom subdials, so the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock subdials, they are part of your chronograph. Now, the red second hand here corresponds with the red hands of those subdials, and so you have your minute and hours, and obviously you're running your seconds is that larger one. Over here we have a smaller, more subtle subdial, and that is your running seconds for your normal daily time. Plus we also have the date window over at 11 o'clock, and I think they've done a really nice job. I think it's very classy and subtle. I even like the fact they have these kind of polished hands around the chrono dials there. I think they are really quite nice. Now, let's actually get into the action of this chrono and what a flyback chrono actually is. Now, if you have a chronograph, you quite normally start it like so, and then you have this running round and you have a minute indicator at the top there. Now, if on a normal chrono, if you wanted to stop and reset it, you would normally go stop and then reset and start. So that's perfectly normal. That's how most chronos work. Now, a flyback chrono is a little bit more special, and all you have to do the stop crown down here, pusher I should say, if you do this, it goes back, release, and it starts. So it makes it a lot quicker. So if you want to do a very quick restart, let's say as soon as it gets 10 seconds there, boom, and it starts again. I think that's just really nice. Don't know of any real practical applications for that, but I don't care. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. So as we come out here, we have this absolutely, it looks like, I think this sapphire crystal just looks stunning. I like when they have a subtle dome like that, because it just almost looks like a drop of water kind of expanding over the surface. I think it's really nice. Now, we also then have this polished bezel going around there. We have brushwork going on around here. and then we have the pushers here and the crown. Now the crown isn't a screw down crown, though this is a water resistant watch. It is water resistant to, I believe it's 100 meters. And the crown, some would say, well, if it's, you know, if you've got exposed crowns and it goes in water, you can have a problem. But these have Sinn's D3 technology, so they are a lot more secure underwater. I have heard even you can press them underwater and you won't have a problem. So you do have the D3 system there. You also have a low pressure system from Sinn, which is also, I think they're one of the few companies that actually do that. There must be others, but this is the one I know. Now, as we turn this watch around, isn't that pretty? I think that's just a gorgeous movement back there. Now, that movement is the Value 7750 with flyback. So we're talking a 27 joule, and I think it's about 48-hour power reserve. And I like the fact they've even blued all the screws, like you can see on the angle there. They've all been blued, and as to is the column wheel down there. And I think the column wheel, let me point that out so you know what the heck it is there. And basically, I believe a column wheel like that is that every time you press the one of the stop starts, you get an equal, you know, you get a kind of equal feel on each one. You can see it moving there. And that's it going across. I think that's a really, it's a really kind of good looking movement, I think. Obviously you have a Sinn signed rotor there, and you have a nice decoration on the back of the movement as well. This, I should point out, this display case on here is also a sapphire crystal, and we do have a screw down case back on there. And I just think this watch looks really, I think it looks really stylish. Now, let me zoom out a little bit here and we'll see it on my wrist. So let's have a look. Quick wrist check. I'm wearing a Larco Memmingen. Another German watch. Let's put this on my wrist. Now, as I say, I've got a 7¼ inch wrist, so it'll give you an idea how it looks. There you go. I think it's really quite a stylish kind of sports watch. I think it really is quite stylish. This leather band, I should point out, is it's got almost a rustic feel to it, really. You do have a soning keeper here, a floating keeper. I like the way they put the red hoops at the top there to correspond to the red of the chrono hands on there. We do have a Sinn clasp on there. Now, the actual price of this watch is, I'm going to say, $3,680. But I have a feeling they will do you a bit of a deal on this one. So, see what they say. If you give them a call, yeah, aim for a deal. I think you'll get a bit of a bargain on this watch. So, there you go. I think, personally, that is a very elegant, stylish sports watch. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, all the best. Take care, guys. Bye.